As General Eisenhower said, a plan is basically useless, but planning is absolutely essential. And that is our belief in working with businesses, which is the core of our practice. We want to help you get to where you want to be. And one of the ways we can do that is by helping you develop a strategic plan. So let me talk about the process of strategic planning and what it accomplishes. So the first element of strategic planning is to define what we are now. And you may have heard the term SWOT. The initial activity is to do a SWOT analysis. And SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So we want to describe your business by what you're really good at, what you're not good at and probably need to work on, and what opportunities you're seeing in the marketplace and what threats there are to your well-being and to your profitability. So that's an exercise we go through, and it's very useful. And we try to get everyone in the company to participate in this because it's not just the owners who have an opinion. It's also all of your coworkers. So that's step number one. Step number two is to look out. For most businesses, that's a 3-year lookout. If we're in high technology, we've got about an 18-month lookout because things change so fast. So we ask you the question, what do you want your business to look like in 3 years' time? And we push you to think about how much revenue do we intend to have out there? What kind of expenses are we going to have? What kind of staffing would we need to have? What structural changes do we need to make? What technology do we need to employ? What systems do we need to change? So we push you to describe what your business looks like 3 years out. Once we've done that, of course, the next step is to say, okay, if this is what we look like now, and this is what we want to look like 3 years out, what needs to happen in between to get us from A to B? And we usually would come up with anywhere from 10 to 20 activities or actions or steps that need to be taken over that time period. And that now becomes, really, there's your strategic plan. And the last thing we do is come up with an action plan. That's step number 4. And the action plan is taking those 20 things that we're going to have to do and deciding which needs to be done first. So we'll pick maybe 3 or 4 or 5, and we say we need to get those done in the next 12 months. And so then what we can do is help you figure out what the cost is going to be of those actions, and more importantly, who's going to do it, and when are they going to get it done. And then our job with a strategic plan is to hold your feet to the fire and make sure you do what you say you're going to do.